Bienvenue to Le Café Craft. Okay, guys, I found an old way, a binding system that I want to show you because it's so easy and very interesting. Here we go.
Here we go, let's ride the wave. Le Café Craft is what we crave. From simple tools to art we brave. How cool is that? It's all the rave.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you how I found it, blah, 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 and all of that. But what we need in order to do that, what I used envelope. We need envelope. Any envelope you have, any shape, but I wanted to use big, long envelope. Why? Well, you will understand why. But this is what I use. I will put them in the description box below. They are 4.5 by 10... almost 10 and a half, 10 and, I don't know, 10 and 3/8, okay? Almost 10 and a half. We're not gonna start like, bleh. I also used, I want to show you the binding before we get into the envelope, but you need envelope. I mean, I use 6 envelope. You can use 12 if you want to. It doesn't matter. I want to tell you what I use for the cover so we can do the binding. It's like a several step process. I use those recycled, thank you Amazon, right? Those envelopes. So I read this. I open it like so. Okay, we're gonna catch up. I have so many stuff to catch up with you about so many things. But I just want to start one way. I need a fish knife one way or the other. All right. Okay. This one is some reason. Okay. And the reason I use this, now of course you put it the other way around, if it wants to eventually fold it up. There we go. The reason for this is because this fits in here. Yes, okay. Now, so you take your envelope, whichever envelope you have, right? You leave like a 1/4 inch from the middle, about, and another 1/4 inch after your envelope. Sorry, we get into it, we start doing it, and then we talk. Yes. I put a 1/2 inch, sorry, 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch, not a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. What about another 1/2 inch? Okay, so you take your envelope, any envelope you have. Yes, you can take a folder, you can take anything you want. I'm just showing you what I used. I used this, about a 1/2 inch from the middle of whatever you're using, okay? Another 1/2 inch after the width of your envelope. Yes. All right, so we are gonna fold on that. But, I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know how that works, right? Straight, we need straight, we do straight. All right, now the other side, you fold it the other way around, so this way you don't have to measure everything 20 times, yes? It is gonna be a very fast project, number one, because I'm way ahead on making it. I just want to give you the concept of the binding, right? So we get to use things, yes, oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that, okay. Right, because I like it because you give it a mushy, you don't need this thing here. Sorry, I got the long sleeve and everything. It is cold, guys. I don't know where you are. Well, hello, people from Florida. I don't know where you live, but I can tell you something. It is cold. And Australia should be summer over there, right? Right. Okay, well, for the rest of the world, freezing. Here we are. Okay, and then you get your 1/2 inch here, about right here, right there. And you just give it a fold as well. wherever that is gonna be, right here. You give it a fold. You do the same thing the other way around. Hold on, let's put a 1/2 inch somewhere. It's right there. Okay, there's a mark, so even better. All right. So this is what you have, okay? This is gonna be the inside. If you're using this thing, this is gonna be the inside. All right, we're gonna keep this because we're gonna make buckets with those, right? Why not? I mean, they're right here, yes? And then you have your folio, yes? Now, if you're using a file folder, you do the exact same thing. Try to get it to close, you know, kind of the same way. We're gonna need, let me take this. All right, so you have your folio. You're gonna cover this. Yes, yes. If you're using this, you can Mod Podge with like napkins or whatever you wanna, you know, put on it. If you're using a folder, then you can cover it with whatever paper you like. Yes, yes. I covered mine. All right, see that, right? I mean, that's any envelope you have, okay? So maybe it's not gonna look like this, but those are my envelopes, okay? They have to fit with about a 1/2 inch here. There's a reason for that, right? And then, as we said, another... Wait a second. Why do I have... This is a 1/2 inch. Now I have 1 inch here. Why? I don't know. 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. 1 inch. Okay. Well, we're gonna do 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Why not? I mean, it's folded. This is the way it is. I like it. You can do 1/2 inch on both sides. I don't think it matters. I want to have a folio. This is a folio. Yes, yes. Because I'm pretty excited about that binding. And I'm going to give you the story of the binding, okay? So this is what you have. You cover it with something. I used for mine, I don't know if you guys remember, that was one of the things I brought back from France. That was a roll of that red, very fuzzy, smooth, but thin, kind of, I don't even know what it was. Okay, but I like the color, so I bought the roll. So I had a roll. I used the roll, let it be known. And this is what I got. I cover it with this. And you're gonna make the cover. Yes, yes. Now, this is where this binding comes from. It comes from Margaret Miller, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows. Right? She is the, I don't know, the master of collage. I mean, I just love everything she does, how she explains things. So I'm going to put in the description box below the exact video that I saw from her. And that was, it's not a very long video. It's like a 14-minute video. It was 2 years ago, and that was very interesting. I was, you know, going like we all do, right? We found something, and we go through this video, that video. And she had a video which was called Glue Book Tour 2 years ago. So first she has a book that she's showing, that she has a glue book. And then she's showing this folio with such an interesting binding that I wanted to try it, okay? So I'm gonna put in the description box that specific video. It was 2 years ago, and so if you want to see what it looks like, and it starts at 5:58, that's when that folio starts. She makes a flip through out of it. Okay, I'm all over the place with that project. In any case, I got this. I made envelope and I made a prototype. So here's the one I'm going to use. I'm going to finish it with you so you're going to know what we're doing. But this is what it looks like. This is a folio with envelopes, which of course, you can open and put all kind of things in it, which is why I wanted to use the big envelopes, right? And I'm going to make a flip through of, but I know you want to know what it is. This is what it is. And this is a that's the prototype. Very, very interesting binding. And that's what I wanted to show you today. So I did a prototype with a file folder. So there's two ways to go about it. You can do it this way. The way she's showing it is she doesn't have, the reason I'm showing that to you is because I'm still debating which way I'm going to finish up mine. Okay. You can also finish it this way, which is even easier if there is any such thing. And I think, even though it's a little bit, more folding involved with the cover, just work just the same. But it seems to me that it is easier to do it. See, I'm going to, this is how my brain works, right? First, I reproduce what she does. What she showed, right? And it's an old thing that she found somewhere. But if we do that, it kind of ruin here and ruin there. So I think I like better to do this. That's my take on it, right? But okay, so pretty much what you have to do, hold on to your seat because I know it's a little bit disheveled, is you got to take your envelope. You have to decorate your envelope. I'm going to get to that at the end of the video. So if you don't want to get into the envelope gluing thing, you don't have to, okay? You take your envelope, you decorate your envelope, and then you take a piece of folder. This is what I did. I did my prototype with a piece of folder, and then you do that binding. And I think this is so cool because number one, you can add up more envelope if you want to, obviously, as you can tell, right? And I thought, oh, it's such a nice way to, store all your old letters or, the old things that you make copy of, but you don't want to use the original. And I have a whole bunch of those, right? Right. Okay. So this is what we're doing. And we are going to do it with this one, which I've finished. All right. So this is how that works. Ready, set, go. This is easy. You take your envelopes. Again, it doesn't matter what type of envelope. Preferably all the same, right? And there's even another option that I'm going to go through. And then you decorate your envelope, front and back. You make them whatever you want to make them. Yes? Okay. So the envelope has eyelet, top and bottom, because that's what's gonna allow you to weave them into your folio, okay? All right, so now, this is because I was looking at it and it took me so many rewinding of that video to exactly see how that works. This is how it works. You need 2 holes on the top of your folio, yes? You need 2 holes at the bottom of your folio. Preferably, you gotta trace them with your envelope, which means once your envelopes are done and you make one, do the holes, right? And then you make sure that every single one of them, so that the trick is to make a mark, yes? Okay? They're all the same, right? So they're not like this, but like this. Okay. So here we go. We're actually making it, not the prototype, mind you. Now we're doing the real thing. Okay, as I said, I cover it, yes. And this is my cover, okay? I put a whole bunch of cutout from magazine, newspaper, blah, blah, blah. All right? I got my 2 pockets right here. I think I'm gonna eyelet the pockets on both sides because I think it's gonna give it a look. Yes, yes. And then I'm gonna put my envelopes in there. How cool is this. So yes, I strongly suggest you get 1 inch, about 1 inch here. I think that's what I did, or maybe I have a half inch on this one. I don't know. Yeah, I got a half inch. I don't think it matters. All right. So we are gonna punch holes. All right. You take your envelope. We will make the envelope at the end because I know a lot of you already know how you're going to make your envelope, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to look at me gluing, shading, and all of that forever. Yes? Yes. Still, we're going to talk, right? But I got to get to that. All right. So my middle is right here. I'm going to go right here. Same on the top, same on the bottom. About, it's straight, is it? Yes, I'm gonna make a mark right here. I mean, don't be afraid to make a mark because you're gonna punch it anyway. So you're not gonna see it. Can we see something? Yes. All right, so I'm gonna make a hole here and a hole there. Those are your first holes. Yes, yes, holes. We are punching. Then I'm going to catch up when I'm going to do the one envelope with you. So everybody's going to have the one who want to go fast, they can go fast. The one who don't want to go fast, they don't have to go fast. All right. Now, to make sure it's all identical, yes, you got to fold it and you're going to do exactly what... Okay, we don't need this for the time being. See, once you do your holes, do... all the same, yes. So there's no if or but. You have the same thing here, then here, right? Right. See, it's like minimum measuring. Actually, you don't have to measure nothing at all, right? Pretty much take your envelope and, you do your folio according to the size of your envelope. I just wanted to use big envelope. And if you go and look at her folio, it's an old kind of I think it's an old insurance advertising folio that, they give people, and it's got those old envelopes in it. So anyway, I loved everything. I love the shape of it, the binding of it. I love the size of it, long. We all love long, narrow things for some reason lately. Now, the middle of it, because that was just a flip through, so it was visually, I had to figure out where was what and how it worked. Yes. So the two middle holes have to be, how did I do that? I think I took the middle, hold on. You know what? Let me go in millimeter and then I tell you, because it's gonna be, Europe, look at us, 27.5. So that's gonna make it 23.5. So let me do this and tell you how it is in the US system. It's gonna be 5 7/16. Oh, for goodness sake, about the middle, right? So 5 3/4, okay? 5 3/4. Cool, because otherwise we just go nuts. Take the middle. Yes. That's all you get to remember is take the middle. From the middle, it's 1 inch. 1 inch on both sides. Yes. Make a hole. So, we still have dogs. Just figure I mention it to you. Hold on, because I have a cover, so I have to know. This is the back. Right here. All right, that's another thing you're gonna have to be really careful with. Do a prototype if you're not sure. That's what I do all the time, because, who wants to mess up something you already covered and done and everything else, right? Okay, hold on, I'm losing my, here. No, it's not. This way. If you make a prototype, then it doesn't matter. If you mess it up, you know what? Just make another one. It's just a piece of folder. 1, 2. Yes, right here. Okay, I'm opening. This is where I'm going. Okay, I am going there. This is gonna be, it's gonna have to be precise. And then we put all the eyelet. All right, so got it, right? So you got one hole on both sides, top and bottom, one hole in the middle. I need to make holes here to close my pockets. That's what I need to do. And I'm gonna put them all at the same spot, right? That'd be cool. All right, so 1 inch line up on this, right? I'm gonna put 1 inch from here. Yes. I think I like to have them all lined up. Even though I could go here, but then, you know, then it's gonna look kind of funny. All right, 1 inch from both sides. You following me, right? Align those two. 1 inch. I want to see if they line up with my holes right here. Yes. So one here, same thing here. All right. Making holes. Now I'm punching both, right? But if you really want to make sure that you would like to make it, other than looking at mine, which is just pretty much a reproduction of an existing concept, check out her video, and then you can really see what it looks like, and that's really interesting. And of course, she had fun with the envelope. And talking about that, I'm even gonna elaborate on envelope as well. All right, so now we fold, and then we go. See, I mean, it's just like, you know, you bother once, and you pretty much done. Okay, and well, when we're gonna do the eyelet, we're gonna catch up with everything there is. Those things. You know, okay, I'm not gonna start on a rant again, but the money you pay for all those quote-unquote tools, right? And I mean, so many works for only that long. I have that experience. Other works, just like once in a blue moon. And for some reason, some of them don't work at all. I'm gonna make a shelf of lemons. And one day we can go through them. I mean, really. Anyway, go right here. All right. Good. Okay, we do eyelet. Now I'm gonna talk to you while I do the eyelet. At least something is happening. Okay, now eyelet. Now, I don't know when this video is gonna find you. Like today, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, or whatever. I want to let you know that whatever holidays you into the middle of, because here we are right in the middle of it. I just want to make sure you guys had, you know, some people don't put all the eyelets together, so at least they don't have to sort them out. If you're after Christmas, I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas. If you're into the new year, I'm wishing you a great new year. I'm giving you all my wishes for whatever you're doing, wherever you are, fighting the making of this deal folio. Okay, I think I'm just gonna... I think it's easier to recognize them if I put them the other way around, isn't it? Okay, anyway, we got a bunch. All right, we're putting the eyelets. I don't like that one. Let's start. Come on, Patricia. All right, here we go. Now, as you know, this is always an adventure. Yes. Whew. Okay, I mean, as you know, I love violets. I think this is the coolest thing. I mean, you know what? It's way better than... If you gotta have a sewing machine and you sew, you can also sew. Yes, yes. I'm not stopping anybody from sewing anything that you want to sew. I still didn't make that step of the sewing machine. Maybe one day I do, right? I mean, that should make... I think Patricia and the sewing machine should make very funny, exciting videos. All right, so I'm gonna do the round of the new year. First, I want to thank you, all my subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you to all new subscribers because there had been a bunch. So I thank you so very much for that. I also always forget, and I do apologize. Thank you for all the members because on YouTube you can be a member and there is a member option and I do have members and I love you guys. I mean, thank you so much for being members. Oh, I took a little bit. That's okay. We still can read it. Also, I want to make a special, big, huge, gigantic thanks from the bottom of my heart for my patrons. I do have a very dedicated patron, and I thank you guys so much for being here month after month, and I hope that everything you get out of that patronage is, you know, you like it, you're enjoying it. I really try really hard to always find some really nice, you know, different printable. Anyhow, so that also, and happy mail is on the... Oh, maybe I'm gonna make I think I have a video about that last happy mail. I got to look that up. Thank you to the Facebook group. Now, I don't know if you're aware of it, but there is a Facebook group, and there's almost like 5,000 members of the Facebook group, and you should totally check it out because not only there's a lot of crafters and creators, but there's a lot of, what is it called? Digital creators. And they offer you, you know, freebies and all kind of things like that. And I will, so you know what, I'm going to do those last. I will be checking it. I mean, there's really interesting... I will also put a link, you know what, in the description box, because there's a lot of them are pretty good. And they're from all over the world. So that too, pretty interesting. Some are in Spain, like Els. Some are in Italy. Some are in the UK. All right, so I got my pockets done. Yes. All right, so now I have officially to put it. Sorry, it took that long. All right, let's do the binding. And then we put it all together, and then I do an envelope with you. Cool. So, with this end of the... Now, wait a second. We are starting a whole brand new year. And that is the coolest thing there is. Don't you like New Year? I love New Year's, you know? Because it's so nice. It's like, you know, when you do... And I was a kid anyway. Well, I guess I was already OCD to start with. But there's nothing that I like more than a Monday 1st. Because I thought, like, that makes so much... You know, when it's like Wednesday 1st of a month? I don't know. Seems awkward to me. What do I know? But anyway, so just for that reason, I really like New Year, you know, because that's a month which start on the 1st. But like they all start on the 1st. Actually, this year, as Wednesday, what kind of beginning of the year is this? I wish they would just put everything back to, you know, like no matter what, make it a Monday, January 1st. So we really start with the beginning of the week, beginning of the month, beginning of the year. Anyhow, cannot change everything. But anyway, it's always nice to start a brand new year. You know, you can have all kind of resolution. Patricia's gonna make 20 videos a day, you know, that type of deal. All right, I'm gonna have to use the big gun for the middle one. Come on, 1, 2. Now, if you cannot put eyelet or you don't have eyelet to go in the middle, right? You can also use hole reinforcer. You know, it's just to decorate. It really is. The most important thing is to have holes to so I never get it. All right, hold on. I got to put my head sideways. All right. Other one here. Yeah, you can use, you know what? I'm going to show you a few other things that I used when I didn't have this wonderful apparatus. Matter as well. If you want to make holes in the middle of something and you don't want to spend like millions of dollars, right? You can use this, the silent setter. And it's good because it doesn't make any noise. It's got all the instruction, how to work it and everything. Pretty much, you can punch your holes with this going in here, right? And you can put your grommet or your eyelet with this, which can match this size. I will put it in the description box below. There's also spring system, which I saw Eva from Bohemian Crafting using this, you know, those springy system. There's 3 sizes, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, it's not that makes noise. It's not that easy to use, but you know, it does the job. Or you just, you know what? If it's the holidays, ask for one. That's what happened to me some holidays back. I got one for my Christmas. All right, you take your envelope. We are going to make the envelope. You take your envelopes. You figure out which order you want to have your envelope going, right? And we weave. All right, in order to weave, I found this, which I kind of like, in Hobby Lobby. This is called Bolo Cord Brown, Merchant 41. All right, $2.99. Cannot go wrong. And I also like that one. I thought that one was like holiday. Why don't we do that? It's kind of a holiday spirit, right? Okay, so now we need this and this. That's gonna make 2 sides, all right? Are we cool? And I'm gonna take 3 times. You know what? If we don't use it all, I will put it on little tags or things like that. Yes, yes. All right, so how does it start? Well, here's the thing. You start with, you know, I got those little stringy thing everywhere. What the heck? All right, ready? You go from the inside. I'm sorry. And it took me so long watching that video to see exactly how that system was going. But this is so cool. All right, so oops. No. Okay. Try to have the same on both sides. About, yes. Now, just remember, if you made your cover like I did, and there's writing, like you can see, you get to keep in mind what's the top, what's the bottom, what's the front, what's the back. Then you go in here, like so, and here, like so. Yes, yes. Now, you take your envelope and you start with the end one. All right, 1. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, the dogs. Once you do that, you realize you can do so many things, right? Okay, hold on. That's the closure. It goes in the back. This is what I'm saying. You got to pay attention. I just love that thing. I just love that system. And what do you know? I mean, because I think that little folio she had, it had to be from like maybe the 50s. I think it looks to me. You know what? You go, you look it up. You let me know in the comments what you think. It looks to me like it's the maybe mid 50s. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, and I'm gonna show you the option that Margaret Miller did to her envelopes, right? Okay, so this is the difference. This is what I changed in it. In the real old one, right, it goes like this on the side and then you tie it up, right? I don't think the envelope move that well because it get caught here. It just kind of like bent here. Anyhow, so I figure, what the heck, we just put another hole right here. Yes, woohoo, just like that, like this. Do you believe it? You get yourself a folio, just like that. How, don't do it too tight, okay? Because you want your envelopes to be able to move. Yes. Ooh, I like that color. This is nice, that thing. What is it called? It's called decorative trim. Oh, well, that helps. Well, that's all it says. And it's $2.49. Golden. Okay? I thought that was kind of like, right? Okay, so here it goes. You open it like so. You can... Okay, guys, I forgot to put an envelope. We're gonna say it's the first one, right? Let's see how hard it is to add up envelopes. Oh, look. Just like that. Bam and bam. You can store all your little goodies in those envelopes. You see what I'm saying? And they can be, you can use small little envelopes and make small little ones and put little tags in there. You can take big envelopes and you make like big stuff in it. This is the best. Okay, now this is what I'm saying. We always say, oh yeah, well, I created this. You know what? We're just reproducing whatever somebody already did in the 50s. All right, so our little folio is done. Doesn't it look so cool? Okay, front, back. Now, when you're gonna tie this, right, just make sure you leave it kind of loose because that's the only way your envelopes are gonna move. The tighter you make it, the harder it is gonna be. Makes sense, right? Right. Okay, I added up a little something here and there because, why not? Might as well use those eyelet for something. All right, so you have like a little stash something pockets. We're gonna do little flip through. So those are all. Background is old register papers. I have some old postcards, things that cut out of magazines. This one open like this. Some people in a car. Here we go. This one has a pocket, like so. Now, you're gonna check out her video, right? I need an envelope. Give me an envelope, anybody. Right here. She did add more envelopes, which means to this envelope, she added up other envelope like so. You can also do that. I just wanted to have it, slick. But you can add up as much stuff as you want. As you know, whatever fancy you, just go ahead. All right, so old ledger, again, some little bit of this, little bit of that. There's a pocket right here. This one open like so. And you tied it up. Put little stringies. This one, I put little flowers. Whatever you feel like it. I put some French words that I cut out of newspaper or magazines. This one closed with a magnet, like so. This one has also a little, where's my little thing here? This one also has a little pocket right here. You can just, because that's why I wanted to take big envelope, because you can actually add so much more, right? It's a surface thing. This one closed with a magnet. This one also has a pocket here. Hold on, where's my little... Here we go. This one has a pocket right here as well. You can add up things. This one closed with a magnet. This one also has a pocket right here. And this one closed with a little twirly. Right? So here is my little envelope folio, and you have a big pocket right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to make it. It is really easy. Also, if you don't have anything to do this right here, don't worry about it. Just, go from the top all the way to the bottom, and that's all there is to it. I mean, really, it just prevent the string to, go all around, but yeah, it just will be just the same, okay? So you don't have too much to worry about that, okay? So, hoping you make a lot of those. So I'm gonna say happy making, but we are gonna do the envelopes for the folio.